Hi guys, welcome to this session. Today I just want to show you how to do what you call Windows Form applications. And this is a software, but we'll just be doing front end just to get you to be excited about software development. So this will be fun. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go to your start button and you want to open Visual Studio. So you have to search for Visual Studio. I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up from the site. So you have to search for Visual Studio, like mine is mine. So please avoid selecting these other ones like Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Installer, or anything. You're looking for Visual Studio, which is the app. It usually has a year on which Visual Studio is this. So mine is 2019. So when it opens, basically opens like that, then it will land you somewhere like here, right? So even if the screen is not necessarily the same, it will have some similarities on your first landing page. So the next thing you want to do when you are here, you want to make sure you look for an option which says create a new project, right? So I'm going to click on that option for creating a new project. So the other big thing that you want to make sure that you select is to come to the search button. So regardless of what phase is this, you will find a search button. Come in. Yes.
Okay. I have a problem.
What is your problem?
So, okay, I was here on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see. Can I say? I was here on Friday,
Yeah.
and when I was submitting your assignment, I submitted, but it happens that I switch off the computer fast without even checking that it was submitted.
Yeah.
And now, when I check,
Mm-hmm.
it's written overdue. I can't.
But so you didn't submit.
It's like that.
All right. I'm gonna open it up again.
Okay.
Sharp.
It's at a moment, or you are opening it.
I will open for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
And the problem was my computer. I wasn't using the computer that I used to when I'm sitting in class.
Yeah.
I was in another place. So there's some guy that is occupying that space now.
No stress. You can always overdo from scratch in whatever computer you're at. Yeah.
But the problem, the file, it's in that computer. I don't have it.
That's what I'm saying. You can always do it from scratch from another computer.
Oh.
Yeah. So whatever computer you will be at, you can always log into that computer, do exactly what you did, and resubmit.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, hopefully you are here now. So from here, you need to look for Windows Form, so you can easily just type Windows Form. Let's see if something will show up. There we go. But then when you look for Windows Form, make sure that the language that has been selected is C#, right? There are a couple of Windows Forms that you don't have to select, like Windows Form, which is using Visual Basics, Windows Form, which is C#, but this is a class library, right? There's another Windows Form class library for Visual C#, Visual Basic, and there are others like Control Library. So the one you are basically looking for is this Windows Form app, which says C# here. So you can easily just go on with that, or if you don't like that option, you can just hit next. From here you need to give your application a name. So like for example, the one we're doing was Z83, so you can call it whatever you want. So I'm gonna call mine login, and next. Most of the Visual Studio you'll be using won't ask you this much questions. So with mine, I'm just gonna go and click create. Okay, it's going to take some time to load. When it loads, it will basically load something similar to this. Mine has got problems, but I will try to fix them as quickly as possible. Let's hope. Yeah, I think today it's working. There we go. So when it opens in this kind of fashion, right? And you want to have the options, as you can see on my screen here. You want to have the form. This is the form we're speaking about. You want to have the solution explorer on this right hand side. Bottom right, you want to have what you call properties. And then on your left, you want to have this thing called the toolbox, right? So this is, just jump in, and just kill it. So for example, let's say we're creating a login page. I will need a button. I will need a label. I will need a text box. Let me look for it. Text box. Maybe I will also need a picture box. Okay, so in class we're doing like a Netflix kind of login page. So let me show you what we did in class. I just came to the button, click it once. So when you click the button once, you go to the properties, right? You will see the properties change. Whenever you click, the properties will change. So you click the button, you see different properties. You click the text box, you see different properties. So I'm going to start with the button, and I'm just going to change the text, and I will call it login. Okay, and then I am going to go for the label, and I will say this is email, and then I'll put it very close with the text box. Then I will need another label, right, maybe for password, and another text box. And this is easy. You just grab it from this side, with one click you post it on your form. So the second label, I'm going to call it password. So you can immediately see what I'm doing. I click on a tool, then I go to the properties to deal with it. So the label, I click on it, I'm going to go to the text and change it and call this password. There we go, but I can't see the whole word password, so let me move some things around here. Okay, let me make the button to be equal to the whole structure. I will now go look for Netflix logo. Okay, I'm just going to pick this one. Right click on the image, save image as, then it's going to go to my desktop. There we go. So I have the image. Next up, go to the picture box, click on the arrow there, choose an image, and then press import. Here is my logo. Press OK. I really can't see all of it, so I need to change the size mode to stretch image. There we go. But then this does not look good at all, right? So if I run this, to run you press that green play button. If I run this, it's gonna load somewhere on my other screen, so I'll drag it back in. Busy trying to load. So this is how the application looks like. So I don't want it to be this ugly. Let me try to make it beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go and say okay, change this, right, all of these. Now you can click one, or you can highlight. If you know how to highlight, you can highlight all of these, but because I want to deal with all of these to change their colors. I'm going to click all of them. Ooh. So I've highlighted all of them. Go to the 4 color, change it to be red. Right? Then go to the background of the image. So I click the form now, right? No longer anyway. The other thing I must tell you or warn you about is that don't make a mistake of being scared. Like sometimes you will click here and then you end up going to the code, right? You don't have to be worried. You can always click here to come back here. If that is too much for you, you can always double click on the form. It will always bring you here. Okay, so here we are. I just want to click the form once and scroll up on the properties, back color, make it black. You see? So now at this stage I can even reduce the size of my form. I can even place my things where I want them. This button, I'm not sure if it's fine like that. Let me try to play around with the button. So the back color of the button, let me say it's red, and then change its flat style from standard to pop-up, and then change the 4 color from red so that it's visible. Can we do black? No, it's not really that visible. Let's try white. Okay, a little bit visible. You can also increase the size of this logo, right? Just by dragging it around. There we go. See, now things are starting to look like we're really on Netflix application. The last thing maybe I want to deal with is just to, on the form, change the border style from this to fixed tool window. Then I will show you the final results. So the final results is like this, right? So that's basically how we do forms. So look through your activity and see what you can do.